Okay, so I was interrupted before, and luckily nobody was really watching, so I can redo this whole thing again. Yay! All right, so I was watching the debates, and I got about 15 minutes in, and I couldn't watch anymore. All I could say was like wag the dog. That's all I could say. Like I can't believe Trump's up on here. Like I feel like I'm watching a movie. Happy Monday, Josiah. Um, yeah, so, blah. Um, I wish somebody else was doing the debates personally, but I mean, what can you do, right? So anyway, so I'm recording this right now because I'm trying to film my weekly reading and I'm trying to build up an audience for my live readings. So there. So if you want to watch it, you can watch it. If not, bye bye. Anyway, so we got a lot of things that are coming up. We've got 999, which is a 999 gateway portal, and the dark moon, which is a new moon, that's coming up, which is and then on October 1st, which is 1001. So 999, which is 92716, goes out to be 999, is the completion of a cycle. And we've recently kind of come across a lot of completions. So you had Pluto in retrograde up until today, and and the whole point of Pluto being in retrograde, they call it a soul, kind of like a soul revolution, a soul type of situation where that's what it is. It's like soul searching basically, and I feel like this past year everyone has like felt that way of like soul searching here and there. You know, a lot of people lost jobs, they lost cars, they lost friends, they lost family members, they lost pets, they lost marriages, they lost lots of different things. So, there was so many loss this past Pluto retrograde. It makes sense. While there was just some lot of things that being brought up. So September was a really big month in that there was a lot of purging going on, a lot of end of cycle. So 999 in numerology means the end of a cycle. So there was a lot of endings, a lot of things that were being surfaced up. I knew people who were like, um, you know, watching politics, or they were at a job and they've realized, you know what, I don't belong here anymore. Ah. And so, yeah, there's been a lot of different things going on. And then, I love you too, Daniel. um, there's been a lot of things going on with that. So 92716 is the final 999 portal that we can take advantage of. It's a really good time to do a banishing spell to get rid of old energy, old things. So tomorrow I'm actually gonna do kind of like a live broadcast of my banishing. I'm gonna have like a my little pit outside, and we're just gonna start burning grievances. You know, we're gonna just get rid of all of my shit. Like I already looked at, like, I'm gonna take some old bills and I'm gonna just burn the shit out of them because, you know, it's liberating. And so if you feel interested, I'm doing this tomorrow for free, and you can watch me and you can tell me, hey, get rid of this, get rid of that. It's time to get rid of all the bad shit in our lives. So, and I feel like it's going to be very liberating in that, because we're letting it go. And that's what you should want to do, especially with this 999 portal. So then you have the dark moon, which is September 30th, and that is a new moon, and it's also a really good day to do a manifesting spell, to set out your intentions for what you want to have happen. So we went through we're going to go through our purge. We're going to purge all our bad shit. We're going to get rid of all the bad stuff. I don't like this. I don't like that. I want it gone. I want it gone. So you can do that. So then on September 30th, when you do new moon, dark moon, and you set out that intention, we're going to write a list of all of the things that we want to attract into our lives. whether it be a new job, a new living situation, a new love, a new, anything that you want, we can do that. So that's what's really good about the new moon. Um, and then right after that, you have October 1st, which is 1001. And in numerology, it means the beginning of a cycle, the beginnings. So it'll be a great time to really set. It's a really exciting. I like it. I am enjoying this because it's a really good time with the energies to kind of manipulate that and manifest the things that you want. I'm going to get rid of some stuff. I'm going to get rid of a lot of bad energy that I've had for a while, a lot of bad habits that I had, and just purge it out. And then come new moon, I'm going to say, you know what? I want to manifest this and that. I want these things to happen. I have a lot of intentions of certain things that I want in my life. So I want to put them out into the universe. And then October 1st comes around and bam, I want to manifest it. That's the first step. And it's really good. And if you read anything up on like the law of attraction or anything like that, it's a really helpful way to set forth intentions and goals. So right now I'm going to do a general reading for the week of September 27th through October 4th. I'm going to ask the energies. I've already shuffled a little bit. We're going to ask the energies what we can expect this week. So I'm going to pull about 6 cards for the week. And then I'm going to pull out a goddess card for overall energy. I'm going to use my angel guidance cards for this week's energy, just because I felt really led to this deck as far as the energy reading for this week. But I'm also going to use my goddess guidance oracle cards for the overall energy, because we're going into October and is a great month. The veil will be thinning, and it's a great month to honor our ancestors. And so I'm going to use this deck because I want to honor our goddess, our divine goddess energy ancestors. As it gets closer, I'm going to do some fun. I'm also going to use some fun cards, like I have a vampire set, and I have a zombie set, and I can't remember which one. I think I have something else that's like kind of more Halloweeny. But I'll use those sets as we get closer for the next couple of weeks. But I felt really led to use the angel cards for this week, just because of the energies being so the way they are, divinely guided, and just kind of like all intrinsic, and just yeah. So I'm going to use these. So I already shuffled these, and we're going to look into, I'm going to shuffle them just a couple more times. Here we go. All right. So this first card for the week is September 27th through October 4th. So the first card is opportunity to forgive. This situation brings you the opportunity to heal, grow, release negative patterns. Hold intention of seeing the other person's inner divine light and goodness. We will help you release unforgiving thoughts, feelings, energies, and lift you to a higher place of peace and compassion. And that's what it looks like right here. So this is actually a perfect card going into the 999 portal, because it's telling you this is the week to purge all your bad shit, get rid of it, forgive. Nothing good comes from holding on to resentment. So this is a good time to get rid of it. If you have a job and you're upset about, the people that you work with or whatever, you can release that energy. If you've been dealing with some people that you don't really like, you can kind of get rid of that and say, okay, I'm going to forgive that energy. Or that kind of stuff. This is just a really good time to purge all the bad shit that you've been dealing with this past few weeks, especially with this retrograde who just ended. So yeah, so this is a good card. And the next card is Creative Project. Your soul longs to express itself in creative ways. We're guiding you to infuse artistry and creativity into your life. Creative expression makes you feel alive and excited and reignites passion toward your life. And that is that right there. This is a good card. This is actually perfect too, because okay, so we had a card that said to forgive, purge, and this one is Creative Project, which is great going into the dark moon, for manifesting. And I feel like this particular dark moon, it's all about manifesting a creative part of you. Whether it's painting or dancing or doing something, anything that involves some sort of creativity. I feel like the energies are really kind of aligning, are guiding us to tap into that part of ourselves, that in that part of ourselves that is like, like our inner child. So we have to get in touch with that part and kind of like set forth that manifestation of that creative part. And because a lot of people who are my friends right now, they're into creative projects, I feel like this completely speaks to you guys. Like, it's telling you to write a list out of all the really cool creative projects that you would like to do, and put them out there, put them into the universe, put them out for manifestation, because this is a good time to have an idea and to put something behind it and put a lot of energy behind it, and watch it go. So the next card is Assertiveness. This situation can be healed gently and with love as you request it, yet there's also need for your strength and truthfulness with other people involved. We will stand right behind you as you speak your truth, giving your strength and guiding your words. And this is a really great card, and I feel like, okay, I'm starting to really feel this reading right now. What I'm getting is that, okay, it's great to forgive and to put out these intentions, but they want you to have that strength. They want you to start feeling your truth. They want you to start speaking your truth. Speaking your truth is not bullshitting anymore. No more bullshitting or saying white lies anymore to certain things that that do not serve you well. So if you work at some place and they treat you like shit, then it's time to start saying something about it. If you go to an establishment and you have somebody who particularly harasses you, it's time to say enough's enough. If you're in a bad, unhealthy situation, it's time to start speaking your truth. It is important for you to start speaking your truth. If you have an opinion about something, it's time to start saying something about it. This is the time. The energies really want you guys to come out and say something. Speak up. Because we're never going to get anything done unless we speak up, we speak our truth. If you're in a particular situation that needs to get spoken out, if you're a model and you're tired of sexual harassment in the industry, then say something about it. If you're a plus size person and you're tired of people telling you that you're too fat or you're too skinny, then say something about it. This is your time to start speaking your truth. These norms will not change until you speak your truth, until more of us start speaking our truth. So, okay, sorry about that. That must have been some channeling. I don't know. So then the following card is Ground Yourself. When you detach from awareness of your body and the physical world, you become ungrounded. Although it's pleasant to float heavenward, your attention and work are needed upon the earth. We're helping you balance the spiritual and material so that you can enjoy a fulfilling earthly life. So, in relation to all of this, I really feel like there's a lot of grounding that you need to do for yourself. The best way to ground yourself, to like really feel that grounding energy, is take off your shoes and go walk outside. Feel the earth, feel Mother Earth around you. That's how you're grounding. You're grounding yourself. You're getting your chi by doing that, by returning back into nature. I always tell people, if you want to ground yourself, the best way to do is know who your element is. If you're an air sign, go outside and, you know, go hiking and go to the top of somewhere and feel the breeze. If you can fly, go fly. If you can jump, go jump. Anything that involves air is really good. If you're a fire sign, I always tell people, go set up your pit and go stare at some fire, because I guarantee you fire people know what I'm talking about. Fire people love looking at fire. They love it. They watch it. And it's really good to find that part. For me and for my soul sister and a lot of my friends who are water signs, we need to be by the beach. We need to be by the water. Sometimes we just need a bath. And that's good enough. Like that we need to be a part of our elements. So find your element, use that element, and then ground yourself with that element, because that'll help you kind of get back into the swing of things. A lot of people have been feeling really shitty by all of this energy, by this retrograde, by all of this stuff, by all this purging that we're having to do for the past year. We need to get grounded again. So it's telling you, we'll support you. You know, it's okay if you don't like make a meal for your whole entire family. It's okay if you don't clean your house for a day. Go and ground yourself. Take that time for yourself to get back into the grind, to grounding yourself. Okay, so that's 4, 5. Family. This situation is rooted in an emotional experience with a family member, which we can help you understand and heal. In your mind and heart, surround this person, yourself, and experience with calming blue light and many angels. Be open to the gifts within the situation and allow yourself to feel peace. So that's the card. And what I'm getting, especially in relation to this spread, is that there is a lot of, okay, so what I'm getting is we need to start finding our soul family. Sometimes we have to recognize who the toxic people are in our life and say, you know what, I'm better than this. Not so much as you're just better than this. You're just like, I deserve to feel better in the people that I hang out with. So if you have people who are toxic in your life, it's time to let them go. It's time to let go, for sure, because when you find your soul family, the people that you connect with, and I'm not talking about like you have a couple of friends and you like the same things, you watch the same TV shows or whatever. I'm talking about the people that when you meet them, you're like, bam, we're best friends, like almost immediately. That is your soul family. And your soul family is super good and will make you feel better, and they will uplift you, and they will support you, and they will be there for you. They will love you unconditionally, as opposed to the more toxic opposite, where there's conditions. We like you, we'll be your friend only because you pay for drinks all the time, or you give us a ride, or those types of things. Those are conditions. When people love you and they have conditions, that's conditional love right there, and that's turns into toxic love, as opposed to soul family, who loves you unconditionally, who knows who you are, how bad you are, and is going, all right, girl. I mean, you can ask anybody who I consider to be my soul family. I don't care who or what they do in their life. I'm still like, okay, girl. I love them. And that's all I can say. Even if I disapprove of what they're doing, I'm just like, all right, girl. And that's pretty much it. So, yes, find your soul family. Says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more on the angel deck, and it is acceptance. See yourself and others through the eyes of the angels with unconditional love and acceptance. In this way, you inspire and lift everyone to their highest potential. That is my homework for you guys for the week. Find a time where you can accept yourself today, this week. This next week that's coming up, find a time that you will be able to just sit and accept yourself. If you have problems with your body, go in front of a mirror and start accepting every bit of your body. I know, because I've had problems with this myself. Anything that you need acceptance in, any like personality flaw or anything like that, I'm challenging you guys to find acceptance. That's what I'm challenging you. Wherever you can find it, go find acceptance, because you deserve acceptance. You don't deserve to be, treated in any type of way. Nobody does. So that's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Okay. So I'm going to pull out a goddess guidance card. And like I said, and if this is new to you, then if you forgot what I had said, I'm going to be using the goddess energy cards to honor our divine goddess ancestors and have them guide us through the week, because we're coming up in October and the veil is thinning. So that means that there is a lot of ancestral energy. It's a great month to honor your ancestors, to remember the loved ones you lost, and just call up unto them for guidance. So they're there for you. They if you got grandma and grandpa on the other side, guess what? They're still looking after you, and they still can bring you messages from beyond. Even if you have the hardest problems, they can do that, and they'll come to you in dreams. Sometimes they'll come to you. I've smelled perfume. I've smelled cookies and things like that. Things that are familiar to me. I've seen feathers. I've seen people that look identical to the people that I've lost. And that's them coming to say hi. That's them bringing you that message. So, okay, so I'm going to honor the goddess. Okay. So, and the goddess I picked was Siege. Ooh, this totally matches my reading for here. Now, this is an entirely new deck. So, this is Siege, which is quiet time. And she says she's bringing forth the message of to take some quiet time alone, to rest, to meditate, to contemplate. These energies are real, guys, and it's been wearing on us, and I really feel like this week is going to be a good time for that purging, with self-reflection, and the setting forth the intention of what you want. And that's what she is saying. She's got her finger on over her mouth, like, shh, I need some quiet time. We are too wrapped up on everything. I know I'm guilty of it too, 'cause I'm in front of the computer all the time. Sometimes I'm fried, and sometimes I have to stop and just like not look at a screen and just meditate, because it makes you feel better. There's lots of different meditations online. You can look them up on YouTube. There's guided meditations. There's meditations where the guy's cussing. There's meditations for like everybody. So that's another challenge I have for you. So I'm challenging you to find acceptance and to find meditation time where you can just really reflect and ground yourself and give your time. Get your time to really breathe. So, yeah. Well, I hope that resonated with everybody. I really hope that helped anybody with any type of questions or anything like that. We just got to learn how to take care of ourselves and take care of what's coming up. I don't know what's coming up exactly, but I can kind of go on about it because I've had some really weird dreams lately, but um, all I can say is, right now we need to take care of ourselves and we need to take care of our mental health, well-being. So again, I really hope that that resonated with you. If you like what you saw, you can find me on Jinxie's Herbal Alchemy on Facebook, or under Jinxie Moonchild 808 on YouTube, because I will be uploading this. I'm available for private readings, um, cleansings, and things like that. I do this because I enjoy it and I love it, and I also do this because I feel like I'm honoring my ancestors. You know, before the Spanish were here, most of the Mexicans were indigenous. So if that comes as a surprise, let me allow you to give you Chicano Studies 101. Prior to when the Spaniards came down over here, we were all different indigenous groups. Whether, you can look at an old map and find Aztecs, Mayans, the Apaches, the Comanches, all of the different tribes that were in America before. And so then you had the Spaniards come in riding along, and they took wives forcefully. And, they had babies together. And that's where the term mestizos came from, because you were half Spaniard and half indigenous. And ever since then, uh, we've kind of had, Mexicans have had that stigma of I don't know, either just being completely European, or like this kind of mixed breed. And yes, there is a mixture of it, but uh, I've never really felt drawn to the Catholic or Christian religion. I've always kind of felt more in touch with my ancestral religion, which was, honoring a lot of uh, ancestors, taking care of the earth and things like that. I've always been drawn to that, natural medicine. So that is what I'm doing for you. I would love to do a drawing of the cards, but this was mainly just an energy reading. Um, I think I might do one tomorrow where I do my banishing spells. So I'll have my pit out and we'll banish bad stuff, and I'll start drawing one cards for people, or two or three cards for people, depending on how I feel. But as for right now, I just kind of wanted to get out this energy reading. Again, like I said, I'm available for private readings. Just message me and follow me and all that other stuff. All right. I will see you guys next time. Bye.